This may very well be one of the most important videos that you ever watch on YouTube if you're in cryptocurrency and you're wondering how and when to exit this bull run. I'm not going to share the meat and potatoes of how all of this works. I've already done that in my Patreon and I'm preserving and honoring them with that. However, what I am going to do today is show you the 3 indicators that I have built that are designed for different segments of the cryptocurrency market, which historically peak out at different times based on different percentages, weighted averages of what's going on collectively. And I've built 3 indicators that display that on a chart. So I'm going to share those with you right about now. Let me first condense this one and open up this one. And we're going to get straight into it in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay. Simply right now, we are looking at Ethereum. And I have the 2 of the 3 indicators that I've built on the chart here. What we notice here is that this white line tracks how segments of the market are doing. And when it's about to reach maturity, we get this red background that flashes. This bottom one does kind of the same thing. However, it works in any kind of market, bear markets and bull markets. This one is designed for blow off tops. This second one is designed just to show when an asset is overheated. Whenever we combine the 2 of these, we get kind of a double confirmation exit signal that it is time to leave. So if you'll remember, last cycle, we had 2 different peaks. We had one in the spring, then we had a summer cool off, and we had one blow off top in the fall. So Ethereum came up in the spring as this white line was about to hit the red line. This started flashing red. As well, the second indicator down here started flashing a red background too, saying, hey, this market, this asset class is at its apex peak historically. It is time to exit and sell. And that's exactly what we saw happen. It signaled at the top. We had this huge sell-off of probably 40 to 50%. We went into a few months of sideways chop and consolidation for the bear market when everyone's away during the summers. Then we came back towards the end of the year, had this blow-off top, and it did the exact same thing. It signaled, hey, right in here, we see this orange line about to hit the red line saying, this asset is overheated, it's overextended, it needs to cool off and correct. We saw a huge correction here. This was in September. Then we come into the blow-off top towards the fall. This white line begins to hit the red line, signaling a red background here that the altcoins are overpriced. It's time to exit completely. And the signaled pretty much near the exact top. So when we look at any kind of cryptocurrency, I'll just pick another one here. I'll pick like Shiba Inu, okay? Shiba Inu went parabolic, right? It went absolutely parabolic. So it exploded before this white line actually hit the red line. However, when you zero in here, this white line was almost touching the red line at the exact top. And just for insurance, even though we didn't see any red background here, the second indicator spiked right up, went above this threshold line saying this asset is completely overheated. It needs to cool off and correct. And that's exactly what we saw happen. In fact, this orange indicator down here was flashing on almost every single cryptocurrency asset a couple weeks back before we had the liquidation flush. So when we combine the 2 of these, we'd actually get an incredible, awesome recipe. Now, let me show you one other thing that's pretty awesome because I had an open vision the other night on a way on how to improve this indicator. So let's just pick like Cardano. So what had happened is the other night, I was reading the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, and I went into an open vision where I actually saw, like God gave me this vision. I saw this indicator and then I saw other elements added to it to make this even better. If you're not a Christian, that's totally cool. I would highly encourage you, though, to read the book of Proverbs from the Passion Translation and watch it supernaturally level you up. I'm not even kidding. It is like incredible what that book can actually do for you. It gives you blueprints, strategies. When you seek God and you're reading Proverbs and you're asking him for wisdom, I'm telling you, he gives it to you. It's absolutely incredible. So I went into an open vision where I saw this top indicator and God was like, here's a way that you can make it better. And let me just change the screen here because I'm preserving some of this information for the Patreon members. I saw these other colors added to it, as you can tell right here. So now we have a light yellow, which kind of appears like a green. It's technically yellow. We have a yellow, we have an orange, and we have a red. And what this actually does for us is it signals, hey, we're not trying to time the exact top of the market, but it's smart to scale out on the way up, okay? Again, nothing I say is financial advice, by the way. Everything can go to zero. These indicators could be invalidated. Disclaimers, do your own research. That being said, it is wise to scale out on the way up. So we have a yellow that flashes saying, hey, it's probably smart to take 30% out. When we see this white line reach into the orange, hey, it's probably smart to take another 30 to 40% out. Then when we see the red, it's like, that is time to completely jump off the ship and exit. It's time to take all your profits, go home, go on a ski trip, and forget about cryptocurrency entirely. So that was so awesome. God gave me this divine wisdom and revelation and a vision on like how to make this indicator so much better to tailor it for us scaling out on the way up. Now, I need to be clear here. There's really not too many indicators out there like this. And I'm in many different paid groups. I've seen many different people's types of indicators or heat maps or blow off top types things. And nothing's actually designed for calling the apex crux of crypto for others, for your smaller altcoins. This indicator is specifically designed and tailored for cryptocurrencies that have smaller market caps compared to the rest of the market. You know, when you factor in the bigger market, the market at large, those top 10, top 15, top 20 cryptos, it skews everything and it's not really as accurate for smaller cryptos. That's what this one is built for. So what I did is I took the smaller one and I actually said, how can we make this kind of better for bigger cryptos too? And that's where we have this one up here. This works for your top 10, top 15, top 20 cryptos. We have a light blue, a dark blue, and a red because your larger cryptos have a different thing going on in the background. Again, all that information is reserved for my Patreon members. I'm not going to share it here. There's something else going on with them where they mature at a different rate and level. And so this is designed, factoring all that in. This is designed for your bigger cryptos. When it's light blue, hey, it's time to take, a third of your portfolio out. Dark blue, same thing. Red blue, exit completely. So when we combine these indicators, and sometimes this bigger one works on the smaller ones, sometimes this smaller one works on your bigger market caps. But when we combine these and you see any of these entering into the yellow, the orange, the red, or the light blue, the blue, and we get this little overheated bar at the bottom, we have literally like the absolute historically best indicator, recipe proof that the top is in for altcoins or for crypto at large. So to understand how these work, because you don't need the indicators, you just need to know what's gone on historically in the markets. You can do this on your own when you look at the markets at large, but this is going to be reserved and used for my Patreon members. When we're looking at different asset classes, different sectors of crypto reaching their climax peak, these are the indicators that I'm going to be used that statistically, historically tell us this is the best exit time. Now, are they perfect? No. Every indicators are going to have their flaws, but are they really stinking good? Yes, I believe so. So what I would encourage you to do is number one, read the book of Proverbs from the Passion Translation. It is so poetic. It's so beautiful. And I'm telling you, you read a couple chapters of that, you're going to have like this unction in you that God is actually speaking to you through the words on the page. When you see words that say like my son, and he's speaking to you, you will feel it and you'll realize this is a living and active scripture. It is alive. It is breathing and active. And I promise you, it will level you up. That's the first thing that I would encourage you to do. The second thing I would encourage you to do is join the Patreon. This is why we're here. We are here in crypto to make money. To my knowledge, everything that I've gathered, this is probably the absolute best thing out there when it comes to measuring the blow off tops of the crypto markets. And more important than that, you don't just want like this indicator. You want to understand why and how it's working and what is going on in the background that lets us know with a high level of certainty that the top is really close and approaching. So I would encourage you to please join the Patreon. If not for anything else, I'm still going to be doing my best to honor you. If you like and subscribe and watch these videos, I'm going to be doing my best to honor you to help us navigate and let you know like, hey, I might be exiting this position here, or I might be exiting this position there. But again, the people that get that information the first are the people that I'm serving in the Patreon. So we're all here to win together. And I only pray blessings and goodness over you. And I want God to give you downloads and revelations to help you win this cycle too. So please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video so far. Be blessed. Have a wonderful Sunday. And until next time.